We're taking a bunch of his protein powder that's left over and spreading those protein ashes.
Smells awful.
I'm super happy. Sayonara, Chad.
Tonight we say farewell to quite literally the person who has ever been on either The Bachelor or The Bachelorette.
It was an epic sort of send-off from the guys last night's episode of The Bachelorette, seeing the return of the dreaded Chad, and so much more drama. Here to break down the episode and all the goodies with me is People producer Joan Yeem. Welcome, Joan. We're also joined by Bachelorette superfan Jesse, who is Skyping in from LA. Thank you so much for getting up early, Jesse. Good to see you both. Let's dive right in here. The beginning of the episode saw the much-teased return of the protein powder-loving Chad. Joan, you are actually calling Chad your winner of the week of the episode. Why is that?
Because Chad is the best thing that ever happened to The Bachelorette, and the producers know it. He's comical, he's the villain, he's everything you want out of, you know, a story arc. And he's the first time that someone's been allowed to come back after they're booted off just to like lay it out and say like, you guys villainized me. And it was funny too, so it was drama and comedy, and I loved it. He's the winner. Yeah,
circled back, came back in, faced off with all the guys. Jesse, what did you think of Chad's return?
I thought it was really good TV. I thought again, there's never been a Bachelor to be able to come back after an elimination and have an opinion or, you know, speak their voice. So he's excellent TV. He looks great on TV, so I thought it was great. A little anticlimactic, but I thought it was really fun to see him come back and speak his mind.
No doubt about it. ABC did what they do best, which is build it up, build it up, build it up, and then it's kind of a punch there, but not the biggest one. But speaking of Chad, another Chad brought Jojo to tears during the episode last night when the guys discovered a tabloid interview with Jojo's ex-boyfriend, also named Chad, who claimed Jojo was sneaking around with him when she was on The Bachelor last season. Jesse, how awkward was that moment when the producers showed Jojo the article? Oh my gosh.
It was really awkward for me because I hate seeing people cry. I'm a crier, and I sympathize with people. And so when I saw her crying, like, it was a real genuine moment for TV. And I think that the good part about it was it helped bond the guys and make them sort of understand her a little bit better and see where she's coming from, and that she's definitely there for love.
I do think it was a sincere moment, as sincere anyway as The Bachelor, Bachelorette can be. I believe there was real pain there. Joan, what did you think?
I feel like, Jesse, you're the super fan that really feels it, and I'm like this awkward TV producer that's like, that's so fake. Like, since when are you allowed to see the tabloids? You're not supposed to have any outside communication. And I was the cynic in the situation, so
wow.
Didn't
Joan,
feel
not
bad.
having it. Not having it. One of the most awkward moments of the night, I'm going to say, came when Robbie, the former competitive singer, declared his love for Jojo. Take a look at this, and we're going to break it down.
I just wanted to let you know that I've fallen in love with you, Jojo. I have.
Thank you so much.
I love you. I do.
Listen, that's a big ouch. I mean, I was on board with Robbie, but no one wants to get a thank you when they say I love you. We're only 5 episodes into the season, but Joan, did Robbie declare his love a little too soon? Kind of abrupt?
I felt like, I mean, I started watching a little late, but I haven't seen much of Robbie, so I really felt like, where did this guy come from? And is he just saying I love you to get a rose? So to me, yes, it was a little premature, but I guess it's episode 6 and we're almost halfway through, so maybe it's not.
All right, Jesse, Robbie was actually your big winner of the night. You got to explain yourself here because I'm not buying it.
I was thinking, you know, he's a very handsome, very outgoing, good-looking guy. I think that what he did last night was really put himself in front of America. I think that he hasn't gotten a lot of screen time up until now, and I think that whether there's a little bit of truth to that or not, he, you know, put himself out there. He's very vulnerable. It sounded genuine. And I think that from here on out, she's going to look at him a little bit closer now.
All right, now I will say this, as cheesy as that moment was, she really did seem like a fan all the way through. So I think she's on board with him. I'm putting money on him for the long haul. But anyway, one of the early frontrunners this season, Jordan, provided some of the best and most awkward moments of the night last night. Let's start with this. Even though he already had a rose early in the night. He ended up pulling away Jojo from the group for a little makeout sesh. Look at that, right around the corner from where the other guys were. What do you think, awkward or awesome? Start with Joan.
I mean, it's kind of awesome to watch because that's what a man should do. Like, if you want to go get it. So, I'm sorry. I thought it was like a little bit awkward and awesome, but the winning part is awesome.
To sort of give some context to Joan's sort of perspective there, she does wear animal prints when she wants to attract a man. That's true. But, okay, Jesse, what do you think? What do you think of that moment?
I thought it was awesome. I thought it made for great TV. I thought it was hot. It definitely pulled in the viewers. I think Jordan definitely, by doing that, got a little bit of an edge against all the guys there, and I think she's into it.
I think she's into it as well. They said
We
early on,
agree.
go ahead. What, Joan?
Me and Jesse finally agree.
Yeah, right. We have some common ground here. And I will say, Jojo was on board with that. I think she liked it just as much as we all did watching. But Jojo also confronted Jordan about his past relationships. Jesse, how do you think Jordan handled her questions? Do you trust him after that?
I think he was really awkward. I think his body language kind of spoke to that maybe we shouldn't trust him entirely. He reached for his glass right away. He fixed his hair. He fidgeted. He had some weird facial expressions. So I'm not totally sure, but he definitely, she's intrigued by him. So we'll see where it goes.
And Joan, I think Jordan's always on his game. He's always on point. This threw him a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, he definitely, she calls him out. She's like, oh, you're going to reach for your glass because you're trying to buy time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the whole thing's a little, I feel like the whole season, everyone's been asking what his genuine intentions are because he has the whole famous football player brother and his football past. So, it's a little hard, even though they're really trying to make him look good half the time. They also show that Jojo has these, I don't know I can't think of the word, but basically just can't like fully invest.
Some reservations. She has reservations.
Thank you.
Before I let you guys go, if the season ended last night or right now, who would you pick? Who's the final person to get the final rose? Jesse, we'll start with you.
Well, my favorite has been since the beginning. It's been Derek.
Yeah.
I love him. I think he's gorgeous. They have really good chemistry. I think he started off the season really strong. So I'm not sure if he's going to go all the way, but I want him to. I'm rooting for him, and I think that they could make a really good couple.
He could be the sort of dark horse that comes out here, and he had a big night last night, sort of last half of the episode as well. But Joan, how about you? Who wins right now?
Well, there's a difference. There's who I would pick, and then there's who Jojo's going to pick. I would pick Luke. I think Luke is going to be, if he doesn't get chosen, he's going to be the next Bachelor. They kind of have shown that he has this military past. He went to West Point. He's smoldering hot. He, I think, is who she should pick, and she definitely likes him a lot. But if I had to put some money on it, I would definitely put my money on Jordan.
Okay, I agree with both those things. Luke, I believe in the teaser for next week, Jojo was even saying like Luke is just like smoldering passion or something. Like she almost is a loss for words. But I'm giving it to Jordan right now. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Joan, Jesse, thank you so much. It's good to talk to you guys.
Thank you.
The Bachelorette airs Mondays, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. We'll definitely be watching next week.